Okay, so Many Roads has this beautiful passage. So let's talk about this intro. It's basically three parts. The first part is a D, and you add the G on top of it. So it has a 1, 2, 3. On the 3 it comes off, and then comes back for a little thing just before you switch to the next chord. So it's 1, 2, off, hammer on. Now the next is all this second and fourth string things. So it starts off on a 2, 1, 3, 3, 5, 5. That's the end of the first section. The second section starts on the 5, 5. So it's 5, 5, 7, 6, 8, 8, which is the E flat, ready to go. So it starts off. I'd have heard a blackbird singing up on Bluebird Hill. Okay, so one other note on these 2 note slide. Whenever you have a song like that, there's a lot of different patterns that you work and get the swing in. So in this case, if we just did without any sliding into them, it sounds roughly right. But you can have this. So I'm here sliding into this one, and then sliding into the third part of this, but I'm not sliding into that part. So I can go, or I can go, right? Or I can have just a up and then, or I'm going up and then. There's all kinds of possibilities. I think that for me, I'm both strumming I'm plucking with my pick on the 4th. I'd say that to me is the prototypical one. Now we're landing on the E flat. I play the first and third verse with the E flat and the bass. So I go, blackbird singing. That's a B flat, F, D minor. Now you could play E flat, B flat, F, D minor in first position. You could go. That's just the D moved up. A D sharp is an E flat. I like this. So the first line of the 4 lines of the first verse, it ends on the D minor. B minor, B flat, F, D minor. The second line just ends in the F. The third line again ends in the D minor. The fourth line is just an F, C, B flat. And I often put this F, C, I hammer onto the third fret of the 4th string. Now the reason I mentioned about the E flat and the bass for the first and third verse is because on the second and fourth verse I add in an extra bass. So I go, let's finish off the born where the sun don't shine, maybe I deny my name, got no place to go, ain't that a shame. Now here I'm gonna add the bass. Thought I heard that Casey whistle, moaning sweet and low. Thought I heard the Casey witching blows. So it has an acceleration. You know, the first verse is a little thin, and then with adding the bass, it gets a little bit more heraldic for the second verse. Then we're going to do a chorus, a intro, and a lead, and then it comes into verse 3 and it starts thin again. And then for the wind inside and the wind out, it's going to have that double bass there to make it rich again. Okay, so now the chorus. We have this G minor, G minor, C7, A, D minor. Now, I play it. I don't worry about the C7. It is a C7, but I just go G minor, C, A, D minor, B flat, F, E flat. Okay, so there's a lot of ways to play the lead. One can do this. I kind of like that one. You can actually also just go. So here's the E flat. Here's the B flat. And then F, D minor. And the nice thing about this is that this chord, just by adding the pinky, it turns from an F to a D minor. So it has some nice potential. So at that point, I'm just kind of selectively picking. There's the low F. So I kind of went from my finger pick. The first time, then the second one. Back down to my single notes, you know. Anyway, that's kind of just getting a feel for what you want to say with it. I know Garcia plays it mostly up here when he plays it. So just to kind of put a couple things together, so we have this. Thought I heard a jug band play. If you don't, who else will? far side of the hill. And time the rain don't fall, I'm gonna call your name. Ain't that a shame? And then, you know, it gets da da dee dee, da da dee dee dee, ba da dee 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 dee. Okay, so this is kind of interesting vocally because we have this da 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 dee dee dee, da da dee 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 dee. And now the first time when it gets to the B flat, F, E minor part, the vocal part goes down ba da dee 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 dee, like that, kind of, you know. It's not going up. It's relaxing. It's relaxing at the end of the phrase. Whereas the second time, from the mountains to the road, many roads I know. Now it's going up. So many roads, so many roads. And then you get your final verse, which I think is some of the prettiest things, you know. From the land of the midnight sun, where the ice blue roses grow, long oceans of gold and silver snow. One thing I noticed, by the way, when I was playing, when I get to the end of the phrase, you know, on that E flat, you want to have a very simple stum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it leads into that part, and you don't want to have this. You know, you want this kind of nice, slow. 2, 3, 4. And then at the very end, of course, you have this. So many roads to ease my soul. So many roads ease my soul. And I end on an F. So those are just some thoughts. I didn't really elaborate everything on the lead, but I know some people wanted to learn the intro, so I was just kind of throwing the whole song in there, since I'm not likely going to do another version of this that has the whole song. But this whole intro, this whole... and then... so satisfying to play, very satisfying. Again, if there's any questions you have, ping me in the comments section and I'll endeavor to answer them. So enjoy. I guess it's past Halloween, so get ready for Thanksgiving.